thank you all for being here. I'm really grateful. And I will give everything I can from my heart. Well, first, introduce myself. My name is Mark Earlix, and I am a healer by the grace of God. This is all that I do in my life. Besides spending most of my life writing, and one book is going to be published by a publisher coming out in, I believe it's February. They're pushing it to, instead of waiting 1 to 3 years, they're going to push it to come out real early. And I just submitted it for editions. And so that's going to be happening. And I have the, what were my audio CDs, spiritual exercises and meditations. They're already on Amazon and Audible, which are the same, I think. And let's see, other than that,
they're also accessible from your website now. I got the website updated.
Oh, okay, great. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Lynn. And Lynn's in Canada. It's awesome. And so she gets to do all these things from long distance, and it seems right here. Technology is amazing. And what else? I have a class going on right now, which is just incredible, I think. And Patty, wherever Patty is, she's there's Patty. Hi. She's be candid with me. What do you think of the class, hon?
Great wisdom has been instilled. Oh my gosh, amazing.
Yeah, the classes, this particular class is on wisdoms of life and stuff like that. And it's just, and things that I've wanted to express more about pertaining to the other classes and all my teachings from the past 25, 30 years. And so then every month I give a 4-day workshop, an hour and a half a day for 4 days. And once a month I have a 2-hour workshop. The next one is on intuition. Everything's on the website. And every Tuesday I have the healing circle, unless otherwise notified. And every Thursday I have the healing clinic, where there's individual appointments for people that are 20-minute appointments. A lot less than what the regular appointment would cost, but they're extremely effective, and they're totally individualized. No one else hears about it or sees it. The only difference is between that and the up to an hour appointment is that they're not recorded. And so I don't know what else to say. And I'm going to Phoenix, if anyone's interested, Phoenix, Arizona, Scottsdale, Thursday, right after the day after, or excuse me, Friday, the day after the class. And I'll be there for 4 days doing a healing circle, and also 2 days of appointments. And people are already booking up on that, which is great. Let's see. Normally, you know, someone like myself, I know of 2 other healers in the world that are effective in the type of way that I work. And they literally charge between $600 to $1,500 an hour. You know, I just want to be for more people, and that's what I do in my life. And anyone who requests, I can put them on my prayer list of people that I pray for several days. And but please, you know, I do request, if it's within your heart, to give me a donation along with that, gifting. I don't care if it's $1 all the way, whatever it's worth to you, I don't care. And so, other than that, we have the healing circle, which is totally free, and I work with you for a couple minutes. With the healing circle, when I work with someone, it may last for the immediate, or it may last for the rest of your life. I don't know. And I don't get into any psychological stuff or personal stuff. I just work with one particular thing in a person, something physically that's bothering them or hindering them in any way, whether it be disease or whether it be injury, whatever. I never know how it's going to work, what it's going to work, when it's going to work. I pretty much leave it up to what I refer to as God. Excuse me, I'm going hoarse here. And that's the way I prefer it. If I don't take the responsibility, that means I'm giving the responsibility to God. And I just say, take over, boss, whether it be a he, she, it, whatever you want to refer to it. I'm not religious in that context. And I have my own personal beliefs, which I prefer not to share with people. All that I express is that I love God. And that's all that matters to me. So I want to be open in that context to every religion and every person. And I know that God has this depth of love for us that is just unfathomable. It's just not comprehensible. It's just so deep. And that's what it responds to in each person, whether a person is religious or not. It still has that love for us. All right. Any questions or comments or whatever before we boogie? Please, anyone, anything that I can try to answer. Anyone got any questions you can try to stump me with of what I believe in, or about healing or intuition or any of the gifts or anything? I don't care. Please, anything from anyone. Any questions at all? About God, about life, I'll try to answer. And no one, huh? Everyone's a chicken liver. All right. All right. Can you hear me okay, Harry? All right. Turn on your mic there. There you go. All right.
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, excellent. Paul, my dear friend, anything that you're curious about? Anything I can try to answer?
About you in general? Is that what you're?
What about? I'm open. Anything?
I know it's been a long time. I picked up your Nightingale Conan program long ago,
fantastic.
but
Thank
yeah,
you.
how did you get started with this? I guess how did you?
Oh my
how did this
God.
come? How did your gift come to you? How did you?
Well, I was at a pretty direful place, which happens with a lot of people. They're in a real direful place in life. And I was on the verge of dying. And I ended up meeting a couple people in my order and saved my life, literally, and moved in with them and stuff like that. And then they one day said, "Oh, we're leaving." And I had no idea about the order, none at all. I didn't know what it was. They never talked about it or anything like that. So I said, "I'm going with you." So I ended up going to California to the order, and the Holy Order of the Golden Cross, and I was accepted by the Esoteric Council, and I guess it was the first day that I was directed by my novice master to go across the street to this little chapel. As soon as I left the Esoteric Council, teacher said, "Okay, I want you to go across the street there to that little door. I want you to go in," and I did. And it was this longer story. I'll make it short though. And then I was told to kneel before a Mary shrine. I had no idea what a Mary shrine was. And so I was kneeling there through the direction of someone else that was already in the chapel. And then he just said, "Hey, I'm out of here. See you later. Have fun." So I was kneeling there, and on the table there was a real nice lace doily, across the whole table. And there was a red candle that was lit, and there was a picture of this woman that had a white veil on, which I had no idea what that was about. And it looked like she was looking at me from the picture. And I kept moving the picture around and trying to stop her from looking at me. And then with the candle, I kept blowing that out and relighting it with my lighter. And then there was a rose there, and I picked all the petals off the rose, and I started getting bored and tired, and I knew that the door creaked when that other guy left. So if anyone came in I could, if I was taking a nap, I could wake up. So I put my head down on the table. And as soon as I put my head on the table, and I was semi-conscious during this time too, I found myself looking at what looked like a maze in an old English countryside. And in this maze, it just went on forever all around me. There was no beginning and no end to it. It just went on. And then all of a sudden, I found myself somewhere in the maze in a little grassy knoll area where I saw a handmade stone monastic type structure, a small structure, and all around me was forest. And there was a little park bench there. It looked like the old Chicago park benches with green slats of wood and ornate wrought iron. And then to the left, from the monastic structure, there was a road in front of me that was about maybe 15, 20 feet wide. And it went into an alcove that went deep into the forest. And you couldn't see into the forest. And then the ramp door from the monastery came down and a procession of monks came out. And there were 4 deep and 10 long. And they all had their hands in their sleeves and their hoods over their heads. I couldn't see their faces. And they all had the brown robes all going all the way down to the ground. And they kept walking towards the alcove into the forest. And they started to go in. And then the third one deep on the last row stepped out, took his arms out of sleeve, hood back, and had jet black hair. And he came up to me, and he had deep, deep eyes. It was almost looking like coal, where it was luminous and it was bright. And he introduced himself to me, told me his name, and I told him my name, which wasn't necessary, but he came up to me, and we ended up, somehow both of us were ending up sitting facing each other on this park bench. And he started asking me questions to draw information out of me about healing. And I started asking him questions, and he was explaining deeper of what he was talking about. And I thought it only lasted for maybe about a very short while. And then the procession came back. He went into his place, and they went in, and the ramp door went up. And then someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, "I'm sorry, I'm a little late. I'm going to get you something to eat and show you where you're going to be sleeping." And I got there at in that little chapel area. I looked at my watch, and it was about 11:30 or 12:30 or something like that in the afternoon. And when we walked out, I looked at my watch. It was 5:30. So I'd been in there for quite a while. And that's my first introduction to healing. I didn't know what healing was. I didn't know what spirituality was. I wasn't brought up in a religious family, nothing. And so that's where it all began, really. And then the next morning, I didn't know if I was going to stay there. And so I started walking around at 6 o'clock in the morning, trying to figure out if I wanted to stay or leave or continue traveling around the country, thumbing it or whatever. And so there was a street bum in front of me, and he was about 50 feet away, and he was coming right at me real briskly. And he had tattered clothing, greasy head, you could see at a distance, and, unshaven, unkept, about up to here on me. And he was walking really fast towards me. I figured, okay, this guy's either going to knife me, shoot me, do something vile, hit me, whatever. And so he got right up to me, and I'm ready to hit him. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him. And he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him quizzically. And then he says, "Put your hands on my head." I said, "What?" He said, "Put your hands on my head." And I felt compelled to do that. But then I looked around. I didn't want to be embarrassed of anyone seeing me put my hands on a bum's head. And so, and especially a greasy one, I didn't want to touch. And so I ended up putting my hands on his head, and I felt a weird sensation coming from me. And it lasted for maybe 5 or 7 seconds. And after it stopped, he said, "Take your hands down." And I did, and I'm looking at him. And he said, "Thanks for taking my headache away." And he walked away, and I never saw him again. So that was my first experience of it all. And there was a couple after that immediately, but that was the main gist of it all. And I never knew any of this was real or what. And until I started finding out about it. And so,
Excuse me.
bless you. And
Thank
so,
Was it a
that's
certain
where it all started.
monastic order you mentioned?
Yes, yeah. It was monastic, non-denominational, non-sectarian order. And the order is dead now. But the people are still, a lot of people are still functioning in various ways. And we're in contact with each other and stuff like that. Other people started little orders, but not in comparison. And there were a couple thousand, there were like between 3,000 to 5,000 of us all around the world, mostly the United States, of course. And we kept to ourselves, very much so, just learning the teachings and understandings of Gnosticism. And though I'm not fluent on that stuff, even though I lived with it. And I went to classes about it, but I went to classes about a little bit of esoteric understanding it, and classes about life, and stuff that I teach. So,
Yeah, thank you.
sure, my pleasure. And since then, I've worked with people. I guess 20 to 30,000 people over the many years. Initially, most of it was private, without letting people know. And then I started working with people that didn't know me for many years. And then I started working publicly after that. All right. That was a little bit about me. Good question. Thanks. I enjoyed reminiscing. All right. Any other questions or comments before we start here, please? People may feel something happening in them, and some people won't. Some people will feel heat or cold, or wind going through the muscles, or electricity, staticky stuff, or they may feel odd sensations that they haven't felt before, don't know how to describe. It might feel magnetic in them. I don't know. The ones that do need to. The ones that do feel something need to. The ones that don't need to. Other people will experience something most readily while I'm working with them, as far as a change in their body. And other people won't feel anything until maybe afterwards. I've had people walk out the door and say, "Oh my God, what's changed?" And I no longer have this experience inside of me of discomfort or being distraught in my body. Other people will be walking down the street 2 weeks or 2 months later and say, "Oh my God, when did this leave me?" If that should happen, I pretty much leave it to the old man or old woman upstairs. I say, "Take over, boss." And it does in its way, not my way. And sometimes I'll get a perception of something, and I might express it. And it'll be about when or what to do, or when to do it, or when something's going to happen, if it should happen. I can't be pressed on that if I don't get something. And I know in the appointments I get to see more, and I also get to work with a person for a longer term, so that helps as well. And but still, then there's sometimes that I don't see anything or know something, and I only know what's being shown to me. So I can't push that. I say, "Oh, you got to show me something, God. I want it right now," and I can't do that. And I don't know of anyone that can. So even
Hi, Mark.
Hey, how you doing, Nene? Welcome. Thanks for making it.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, great. Awesome, everyone. Awesome. Any other questions or comments I can try to answer, please, before we start? I'll work quickly. And with each person, just tell me one thing in your body that's bugging you. And again, you may sense something happen, or you may not. I don't know. And I am grateful that everyone is here. Antonia, excuse me, Antonia's mom. What's your name, hon?
My name is Florinella.
Oh, okay, great, great, great. All right. Now, understand though, I do have appointments, and the appointments are also on Zoom or FaceTime or whatever your preference, telephone, whatever your preference, no matter what country you're in.
Perfect. Yes, because I would like to schedule a private sessions with the little one. She's the main priority. So
Sure.
I guess to your address one day ago, and I will schedule one first session, and then I will continue from there. But yes, she is the one that is targeted.
Just set it up, let me know, and we'll take it from there, hon.
Thank you so
All
much.
right, good, good. All righty. And I'm going to work with Antonia as well. Tell me one thing in her body.
So, body, like she has like lymph nodes, like the ones that are very inflated behind the left ear, and they were huge, but we work with different energy, and then they are like smaller, but they are more. And then she has cafe au lait spots on her whole body that are like multiplying, and those
Okay.
cafe au lait spots. But I mean, yes. So these two things, these are the major things.
All right, let me work with the lymph nodes a little bit. She may experience something, maybe or maybe not. And
She's about to fall asleep, but yeah.
awesome. All right. Please do keep me updated if you notice change.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you very much.
My
God bless.
pleasure. My pleasure. What about you? Anything in your body that's bugging you?
I have like a pain for a few years in my left arm and then down to the spine. So
Okay, and it generates it's one pain that goes from your arm to your spine.
yes, goes to the arm and then down to the elbow and then to the spine, and sometimes I get ticklish fingers.
Okay, all right. Now just relax your arm for a moment. That's my right, your left.
Yeah.
All right. I'm dyslexic at times, so I can't tell. So, all right. Right there, are you feeling something happening, hon? And it's okay if you don't.
Yeah, the back pain is gone, and I was having severe back pain when I was talking with you, and the left arm it's almost the same, but not the same. So the back
Okay.
pain is gone now.
Now move your arm around now like this and reach up and tell me if you notice a difference now.
Yes, it has more flexibility, so I don't
Good.
have pain all the way down here when I lift it. So it's way better. Yes, thank you so
Okay,
much.
and let's see what transpires from that. And please, everyone, if you experience something from me, do me favors. Write me a really short paragraph on what it was like before and what's happened since. And
Well-
I'll post it, but I won't post your names. I'll change the names.
Yeah, so you give me hope with the little one, because in the past year and a half, I've been going to different places and I was like,
Awesome.
thank you so much.
Thank you. And remember, these are quickie healings, as they call it. So, all right. Samantha, my dear, how you doing?
I'm good, Mark. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Thank you for having these healing sessions. I would love some healing on my lower back. It's just been quite painful.
Okay. Have you been going to a gym, or are you thinking about going to a gym?
I've been thinking about going to a gym, yes,
Okay.
but I do some exercises at home.
All right. Yeah, if you go to the gym, they have a lot of good equipment that you can utilize,
Okay,
and that will, help you to be more strengthened back there.
okay.
All right, good. And let's see what happens with what we did here.
Okay, thank you, Mark.
God bless you. Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, Paul. All right. Anything in particular, my friend?
Just kind of the usual. I know we had a private session. I talked about, I've been dealing with Lyme disease, Epstein-Barr, and I know you said it was kind of, the Lyme was moving out
Yes.
of my body, but I've been doing this just a fruit vegetable detox smoothie lately, and I feel like sensations in my head and stuff going on, but I've just been feeling a little crappy lately. That's
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. Let's see if that doesn't help with all that crappy feeling that you're having.
Yeah, I feel a little bit lighter already, and the good news is I've just made a decision to retire in the next couple of months. So
Congratulations.
thank you. Well, I figure I've taken care of my family and my job, and now it's time to take care of me and get my
Yes.
healing more on track. It's been a busy, stressful year in a lot of ways.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you. Yeah, definitely. It's a lot more, a lot greater. Your body is a lot greater than what it was. So that's the good thing, at least in my perception.
Oh, what do you mean? In what respect?
It's pertaining to the Lyme and Lyme disease and everything else.
Yeah.
My perception.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
awesome. Awesome. And let's see, Patty, my dear, talk to me. Turn on your mic there.
Hey, Mike, Mark. I would like some help today with my left neck all the way into my shoulder. My neck has been stiff, but talking really loud at my job to my clients, and then the position I'm in, it really, I think I have a pinched nerve. I think that's what it is, because it's pretty painful.
It is.
Better than it was, but I'd like some more help with it.
You got it, my dear. And
Thank you.
that's my perception as well, as a pinched nerve. And for everyone else's sake, I'll say that I don't diagnose, I don't prescribe or tell anyone they're healed. It just doesn't faze me. But those terms. So I let people pretty much tell me what's happened with them since. And you'll go through changes. Even if you feel better, you'll still go through changes where you'll get little spurts of what you had, and then it'll disappear. And then you won't even know or remember that you had it, if that should be the case. And other times things will be brought out, more so exasperated of what, not what you thought it was, but what it really is of what's bothering you. You might find a cause that way. And so I never know, so, all right, let's work with your nerve area there and the tissue that's irritated. Okay, good. Good. And please do keep me updated, Patty, tomorrow even, or later tonight. Whatever.
I will.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, good. And also, everyone, please, if you go to the website, there's a little icon near the bottom that says gifting or classes. If you can do the gifting, whatever's in your heart, that'd be fine. And whatever. So, all right. Delia, hi.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you.
Where are you located, Delia?
I'm in Virginia,
Okay, awesome.
right outside of Washington, D.C.
Oh my gosh. Okay, good, good. Yeah. Anything in particular you'd like me to work with, hon?
I have some intense pain in the right hip that starts from my foot. And if I walk longer, or it's just the pain is just constant.
Is it in your foot or in your hip?
Right now it's in my hip, but I think it originated in my foot and it kind of moved up. I think something is out of alignment or something.
Yeah, and maybe just hypothetically thinking that maybe the foot, the body posture is trying to protect, or something like that. All right, what I'm going to do, let me work with the foot and see if the hip then protects or whatever. Is it always hurting or just sometime?
Right now it always hurts for the past few weeks.
Okay. And do you sometimes in your kneecap area get like a twang in there where it's yeah. All right. So I worked with that as well. What I'd like you to do, if you don't mind, can you just stand up for a moment and move your knees around?
Sure.
And then bend your knee
Up.
back. Yeah. And tell me if you notice any difference in there yet, and be candid.
Well, I definitely noticed the difference in the hip.
Good.
Yeah.
And what about your foot?
It feels okay. I just felt during I just felt like an icy cold feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good. Let's see what happens with that. What transpires?
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
All
you.
righty. Harry, my friend, how you doing? Turn on that mic.
Mark, I'm doing okay. And I want to thank you for your work on my shoulders last week. That helped a lot. But now I have a new and slightly new issue.
Sure.
And in the dark on Saturday night, I was backing up. My foot slipped off the gas or onto the gas. And I banged into a tree.
Oh.
And I just was at the ER and they scoped me out. They did a CAT scan and a whole bunch of stuff. And I have some cracked ribs from underneath where the seatbelt was.
I'm so sorry that happened with you. All right.
So I would like you just to work on healing that spot where those ribs are so that they can mend faster, because they said it'd take several weeks.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
You don't have a problem taking a deep breath, do you?
No.
Good. There, I mostly worked on the ribs on let's see, my left, your right side.
Yeah.
Okay. And so can you tell if there's any difference in there yet? And don't hurt yourself.
No, I don't know that I can really tell yet, but I'll let you know. But I appreciate you working on them because you've been awesome with the other things you've done.
All right. All right, my friend. Blessings to you. Blessings. All right. Aria, hi. How you doing, hon? Turn on that mic. Anything in particular? You never called me back.
About what?
You texted me or emailed me, I don't know which, or called me, and I tried contacting you back. Was it you? I thought it was. Maybe not.
You know what? I sometimes don't remember things, and that wasn't true.
Okay.
A while back, so maybe it was me, and I don't know. Sorry.
Whatever. Maybe it's me.
So I have I don't know if this is two things or one thing, but my head keeps going "Wah," and my chest is like tight. Yeah. And
Okay.
the head, I don't know if they're connected.
Let me ask a blessing on you here for this stuff.
I think maybe they're not connected. So you know what? The chest would be good because I can take a pill for the head.
Something's going to really tickle you inside where you're going to, it's almost like laugh inside and go like that. And then you'll recognize, I saw you recognizing that, oh, this didn't bother you.
I did not follow that. What?
Something's going to make you laugh inside.
This is the future. Okay.
Sooner or later, either one. And then
Sure.
you'll say, you'll think to yourself that, oh my God, this didn't bother me.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you.
Ruth, my dear friend, chat with me. Anything in particular, my dear?
Yes, if you could work on strengthening my back spine from the osteoporosis, that would be very helpful.
Okay. And that's in the small of the back area, a little bit above?
Yeah, it's down there. Like I can't, they want me to do an exercise and I can't do it because it causes pain. That's like sitting and lifting both feet off the floor at the same time.
Yeah, I don't like pain either.
There's no way.
All right. Okay. And please do keep me updated how that is.
Thank you. I felt
Blessings to you.
All tingly. Thanks.
That's what I call the love of God moving through. So let's see what that transpires into or develops into. All right. Awesome. Awesome.
That's good. Thank you.
My pleasure. Ray, my dear friend, talk to me. How you doing?
Okay, Mark. Yeah, I had 4 days ago, I had the prostate removed.
Yes.
So I'm kind of healing up down there. Just wanted you to, check, make sure I'm bladder, all that's.
Yeah, and it's going to take a little more or a lot of fluid as well to help some of the dross of the shock trauma to come out, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are you still at times feeling like around the navel and up, a pulsing in there internally?
Just a little bit of pain, from it was robotic, so there were small laparoscopy, so the very small incisions, like 6 of them, 6. So just a little soreness from that.
Okay, yeah, the water is going to be an important part of your life.
Okay.
And that's going to help flush out a lot of toxicity and dross. So, as I refer to it.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much, Mark.
And within 2 days' time, it'll just be more stiff than anything, in my perception. So.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You rock. You rock, bro. All right.
Thanks.
All right. Elizabeth, my dear friend, talk to me.
I feel good. I don't know why I'm here. So I just came for the God shot.
You got it.
Yeah. And thank you. And also just thank you for sharing your story today too. Very helpful for me to hear you. So it's just helpful to be here. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm grateful that you're here. So
thanks. Me
all
too.
Right. I want to ask a blessing on if you don't mind.
Yes, that would be great.
Such a lovely heart. All right.
Thank you. Thanks a million. I love it here. The energies, instantly my body feels great. Thank you.
Lovely. Wonderful. Nini, anything in particular, my dear?
Oh, yes, Mark. Tonight I have an issue. I've been taking care of my grandkids and they came down with the flu. And so last night I started having body aches and all this achy feeling. And so that's what I need help from you tonight to heal me with the flu.
One thing I want to mention, sometimes when we're really little, our mothers have to take care of us, and the mother's thinking to herself, "Oh my God, I can't get sick." And, I got to take care of the kid. I got to take care. I can't get sick until after the kid's better. So right after the kid's better, then the mother gets sick.
Correct.
There's other mothers that say, no, I'm not going to get sick. I got to take care of the kid. I got to work. I got to do stuff in life. I got to party. I got to play. I got to do whatever. And they don't get sick. So you keep in mind, no, I don't want to get sick. I'm not going to.
Okay.
All right. But in the meantime, I want to help you with that.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's almost like taking that consciousness of sickness and saying, get out of here. I got things to do.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. And you get mad at it if you have to.
Okay. I'll try that. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
All right, my dear.
Bless. Thank you.
All right. Lynn, anything in particular, my dear? Anything? Are you there, hon?
Yeah. Hey, I'm here. Yeah. The top of my right foot is still really sore. I think I fractured some bones in there.
Okay. All right, what I'd like you to do, if, without hurting yourself, can you put a little, put pressure on your toes, stepping on the ground, just a little tiny bit, without hurting yourself, and tell me if you notice a difference yet, and be candid.
There's I could definitely still notice the
sharp.
pain. Yeah, it's like I force myself to walk. It's just
Yeah.
the top of the if I'm wearing like certain footwear, it hurts.
Okay.
So that's why I thought I figured I fractured.
All right, let's see what happens with this. Can you let me know tomorrow?
Oh yes, absolutely.
All
Thank
right,
you.
good. I appreciate it. All right, my dear. Any questions, any comments about anything? Please, does anyone, do you notice any difference in Harry? And be candid.
Well, I'm not sure that I'm going to feel it right now. It'll take a little while to see if there's any more pain in there, but right at the moment, there isn't any.
Good. Okay, let's see what happens.
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure. Do you notice any change in your body there, Paul?
Just the usual symptoms aren't as intense there. It's a little more ease and lighter in my body.
All right, let's see what transpires from this. And if
Thank you.
If it doesn't, just help it to do its thing, or to all go away. All right. All right, good.
Thank you.
Aria, how you doing?
It feels better. It still has a strong sensation, but it's not scary anymore. Thank you.
Good. Good. That's excellent.
Thank you so much.
And how's Antonio doing? Antonia, any way of finding out there?
Antonia is sleeping. My back pain is like fully out of pain, and then my shoulder is still hurting. But I think it's a matter of time, and then on some other sessions.
Let's find out.
Yep. Yes. But with Antonia, I hope you have soon openings. I will go online and I will book something for her, the earliest you have.
Gladly. And first do the website thing to sign up, and then I'll get the notice, and then we'll take it from there. We'll set up a time and date through email or texting.
Yes. Sounds perfect.
Awesome, hon. Awesome. All righty. Delia, how you doing, hon? Can you notice any differences, about the same or worse or better or what?
It's better, for sure. It's better. Still feel some pain, but it's not as intense.
Okay, good. And let's see what more transpires. It's never the end of the story.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is or what it is. It's never the end of the story.
Thank you.
All right. Blessings. Blessings. Ruth, how you doing, hon? Do you notice any change in there, or is it the same or worse or better?
I'm not feeling any pain in my spine right now, and that's really nice.
Okay.
Because usually it's a constant nag.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And blessings to you. And I'll check out the website. And also, please, if it's within your heart for tonight, for anything, do the gifting on there, whatever it is for you. Very important for you. All right.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Good night.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you for the blessing.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mark.
Have fun.
Thank you, Mark.
You too. Thank you.